Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here. Welcome back to some more of our Road to the League with Southport. We had a very successful season lifting the trophy for a couple of competitions, the FA Cup and the Europa Conference League. At this point, we'll have to show the trophies. However, we did finish 3 in the Premier League, so we have a locked-in Champions League spot. However, we are still 12 points away from Arsenal, who's the champions. So really the goal is probably 90 to 95 points to win the league is looking like the trend. We're looking to spend some money, and I think we're going to do just that. So to look at it here, raising the trophies, we also had the Carabao Cup. So let's look at our trophy, our history. Overview, job history. Here we go. So, yeah, we started at Biggleswade in a save. But since our time at Southport, we've won the Manager of the Month a couple times at the Prem. We've been at the Prem a total of 6 years. And 6 years has taken us to actually stay in this situation and actually be the top portion of the league. This year was the Europa Conference League and the FA Cup. Last year we had the Carabao Cup. We've won League One. We've won the Venerable National League and the League North, and also the Northern Premier League division. So we've won everything that we possibly could besides a League Two trophy and a championship trophy. However, I think we got head coach of the year for that Sky Bet campaign where we got 4th, which is crazy. We had 15 and 11, then 16 and 5, and then 8 and 3. So if the trend does the same thing, we'll be a little bit lower in 3rd, but we're going to try to do what we can to not be there. Finances, after everything, we are 4 million over, and the profit loss this year is about 2 million, which is not bad at all. I did notice, however, that I'm off a year, and we are into the new ground in 3 weeks. So next season, we are in the new ground at Southport. So this is going to be somewhere along the lines of double this, I think. Where's our gate receipts? This season 23. It should be about another 20 million or so. I'm thinking, yeah, about 20 million. So still about 40, and that should be good from there. The Champions League is going to be where it is at. For the salaries, it's going to rise a little bit because we're going to spend some money. Now on to the roster, what we're looking at. We kind of did this last time. I'm looking to revamp the entire back 6. I feel like our front 4 combined with 2 guys at least at the top, Pitchford and Enrique, can play up there as well. I'll need another striker or attacking mid to play up top. But other than that, I feel good with what we have. We're just going to have to get better players in. And ultimately, I'm fine if we slot in a couple of these guys, but it's there. As for everyone else, I'm fine selling the majority of everyone else or putting a lot of them on loan. So we'll have to see. Leland Peterson, though, is going to be down at the under 21s, so we don't have to worry about him. Mishima might be one that we send out on loan again. If we can get him at League One, maybe we can get some growth out of him in that. Castro, up to a championship level player. I think this is a good sale that we could probably sell him on. Kevin Somber, another guy that we might be able to put on loan or sell as well. And then Vanagardi, probably another sale or another loan because he hasn't really played for us. Everyone else is probably going to be out. Besides, there's a couple of players that are in here. Toshin, let's look at our under 18s and promote everyone that's over 18. Let's look at this through this under 18s. So everyone that's up above here is gonna have to go to the under 21 squad. Okay, so there's that. When we look at the under 21 squad, we're gonna have to sell a couple of these players. Actually, I forgot. Tora is out, so we get 30 million right off the bat here. That is not included in this. So technically we have about 87 million. Our key guy that we're looking at right now is the German to play on the left wing, Stanislav Askarov. I mean, this man has been an absolute monster. Freeberg. 31 appearances, 2 assists, 3 man of the matches. I mean, this guy could be just wow. So that's going to be our main actual look. I did find a keeper that looked actually pretty good for cheap. We could bring in Alan Areola, might be one that we could bring in. He's championship level and a resolute goalkeeper. We can also bring in, I was looking at Sam Julian, would be one, although he doesn't have the greatest. Actually, he's a defender, not a goalkeeper. There was one goalkeeper I was looking at. It's not Benitez. It could be Benitez, actually. I was thinking about if we needed a starter, we can bring in Benitez. Or I don't think we're going to get Lucas Sina. I don't think we'll be able to get Silva. So yeah, we would just probably go for those two and kind of see it slotted in and go from there. On the league itself. So, Axel Ferreira had 27 goals in this one. Rios tied with 8th with 18. Borrelia had 15. Connor Martin had 14. Axel Ferreira had the best over here with 7.71. Arsenal just dominated the top of this. They also had Federico Dezan for 20. Axel Ferreira is at 8 man of the matches. Silva 4. Arsenal as well, 16 clean sheets. Assist goes to Tyson Ball from West Ham, so that's probably why they did so well here. And then yellow cards goes to Alex Miles. Okay, so we have a situation here. How did this work? Who won? So we won the FA Cup. The Carabao Cup was won by who? Was won by Chelsea. Chelsea has his Champions League spot. Who won the Europa League? West Ham. Okay. Why is Tottenham in the Champions League? Who won the Champions League? Is Bayern. Why do they have a Champions League spot? Oh, hold on. No, it's not because they have it. We won the Europa League. Europa Conference League. But ours, I don't know how that's even possible. Maybe it's already calculating the next one, which would make sense because West Ham won the Europa League. So I think it's already counting the coefficient, which would be down here. For these ones down here, though, Everton, I don't know why Everton has a Europa League spot. because we won the FA Cup, which the FA Cup, if won by someone who's already in top 6. Okay, I think I worked this out. So we have the top 5 here. West Ham won the Europa League, so they get an automatic qualification spot. So the coefficient one goes here. That means since I won the FA Cup and that's already in there, there is that extra spot for the league in this phase. So that goes to Everton. This spot's already allocated, so one of these two is that. Now, for the other competition, the Carabao Cup is won by Chelsea. They can't get that because Chelsea already has a Champions League. Therefore, Newcastle gets that spot. Okay, that's how it is. And the only way it can be any different is, say, because West Ham, that spot, which is a Conference League spot, isn't taken over, which means it goes to this. Okay, that's how that extra one comes. Because if West Ham actually finishes up here, this spot goes here. But because they already have it, then they're in a Europa League spot. Europa League spot drops down. So coefficient, Europa League win, the 2 allocated spots that are normal. Since no one else won the cups, because they're both up here, they already have their slots and down there. Okay, that makes more sense now. As for the team, let's look at the stats for the team itself. All right, so for this, majority appearances, the most appearances was Stockvik with 59 appearances. Next one being Holmgren with 58. Most goals, Rios puts in bangs 34 34 goals in 54 appearances this season. We did pretty good with rotation with him. He did have a couple of injuries, so there's that. 25 for Fafa and 56. Martinez 23 out of 49, and Varela has 22 out of 58. Dalsgaard comes in, puts 11 in, and then Diego Enrique has 10. So out of off the bench, which is nice to see. For assist, Connor Martin has 20. This man is an absolute monster. Connor Martin. I mean, this is 150 million well spent. 150 well spent. 23 and 20. Fafa is 19. 18 by Varela. 12 by Stotvik. Holmgren is 11. And Blackwell has 10. Our highest average rating, Connor Martin with a 7.52. Next one, Rios with a 7.36. Fafa with a 7.3. For the guys with expiring contracts, we already got Claudio to a new one. And then he's the only one in there. So from there, Claudio will likely be loaned out at this point to see what he can get out of him. And we'll go from there. So I think that's all I really have. Let's look at the loan guys that went out on loan. So Sandbar had 47 appearances. The assists most by Castro. Goals wise, Sambor, Vigardi both have 4. Parsons with 3, so that's pretty good there. With our affiliates, Aldershot Town, they lost the promotion to get out of the Vanarama National League. That is unfortunate, losing the playoff. For FC United's Manchester, it is a mid-table finish in the Vanarama National League North. So that is unfortunate. I might look for another affiliate club. outside of England. Let's go internationally. I want this. I'm assisting. I'm disappointed. All right, let's go to the end of season review. Castro and Toro come back. I don't think Toro comes back, or maybe he already has a transfer through because he can't actually transfer until it's over here. But I don't know. It's weird. All right, so let's see where it is. So it's 40 million. I thought it was 30 million. It's 40 million. Okay. That is a lot of freaking money. That is a lot of money. I'm actually shocked by that. I'm actually shocked that it was an maybe I just didn't notice that, and there was there a fee that was attached to it that was extra on top of it? Like if they, like maybe a payment, or maybe if there was a reward if they won something in the league. I could have swore it was only 30 million, but we'll take the extra 10 million off that. I need to use the squad planner more, but ultimately at the end of the day, I don't think the squad planner is going to be in the next game anyway, as the young player of the month goes to Diego Enrique. We also pick up coach of the month. We'll probably end up getting coach of the year at that point. We should get a message for end of season review right here. Which I'm really hoping we're good. I'm really hoping that. All right, end of season review with our 2 trophies. They look very nice. All right, our signing of the season, obviously Connor Martin, 150 million, well spent. Well spent. Holmgren comes in for 15 million from Inter. The issue though is we thought he could be a very, very good player. Well, he is. The issue is I think we can get better there at midfield, possibly. But plus, on top of that, if we can get 60 million for him, that is a big one. Diego Enrique, that was a good one there. Guillermo, 16 million. Gilsano from Lazio was free. McGrath was free as well. Pitchford coming in for 5.5 million. The veteran. I mean, we brought him in for squad registration, and Sonny was just a very, not a very big. Well, he's not a big signing whatsoever. It was just a signing so we can attempt to cover the goalkeeper for a couple of days if we needed it to. Gal is going for 70 million for that one. Kurt was 23 million to Turkey. I thought that was a good sell. We got 12 for Kabernagel, which was insane. Axelson on a free. Markovic, 25 million to Crystal Palace. Only scored 10 goals and 5 assists. So I think that was a good sale, especially since he was 29 going on 30. This was a big one to Sunderland. We brought him in on a free, and he was just an extra back, but Sunderland coming in for 20.5 was crazy. Dotate out for $1 million. I think, like, we made a massive loss off this, but there was no reason to really keep them. The wages actually meant more. Jeffrey over to Hibernian. I thought this was a good fee, and getting his I mean, I don't think his salary was really that big. Tiberi for 37.5 to Burnley. This was a big one, and Burnley, I think, actually survived relegation for this one as well. Yeah, by 1 point over Crystal Palace. Kepa Gutierrez for 3.7. It just did not work out in development. Elliott out on a free. Bunde for $3 million to Leicester City. I thought that was a good one. And then Martin Ramirez for 12.25. I did not think we'd actually get that. He played 38 appearances for Cologne. Gave up 35 goals, 4 shutouts. Like, I feel like that was a pretty good one there. And then sending out and then Tora for that 40 million Celtic. I mean, he was a reserve player. Out of all of our loans, I feel like we did some good stuff, but there's a couple of loans that aren't on here that were on here from last year. Like Holberg was like 10 million in that because he went to LAFC. Premier League, board loves it. Third, we were only supposed to be a top half finish, so we were over putting it up. And our average home attendance was sellout crowds the entire season. Sellout crowds for the entire Europa Conference League. Rios had 12 goals in this competition, and we just went absolutely insane. Only 3 competitions did we give up. Actually, no. Well, here's one. We gave up 2. But other than that, it's been 1 or 0. 1 or 0. FA Cup. We're good there. I didn't care about Cup. I mean, we needed to beat Man City there, but we could have went for the triple, but I don't think we would have won the league by any means. Holmgren in the 86th minute is the goal of the season. All right, let's see it. It was Holmgren, right? I remember this one. Pitchford plays it back. Holmgren just slots this in upper 90 just around Cesario. And that was just a great goal there. But that is the goal of the season. Our master, remember, was a 4-0 win over Man City. And our biggest win was an 8-1 win over Punic there in the Conference League stage, I think. Last season, we actually won more, or we actually had more in broadcast revenue because I think the Champions League. Otherwise, the good across the board was higher. We're still national, though. And Martin is the highest jersey with Fafa, Rios, Varela, and Pitchford. So these 3 up top, like, these are young players we'll likely have at the club for the long term. We're going to keep playing, but I think we're going to play a 4-1 or 4-2-3-1. I think we're going to have manager of the year for that. Fan player of the season, Connor Martin. Young player, Connor Martin. And signing of the season, Connor Martin as well. We saw the goal of the season. Top goal scorer, Miguel Rios. 34 goals. Most assists, Connor Martin. Most player, man of the matches, Connor Martin. You get the idea here. Record breakers, Rios, most goals in the season with 34. Youngest player, Ian Parkinson. We played him in like the last game of the season. And we did win that one. Highest played, yeah. We played 150 for Connor Martin. And oldest goal scorer, Gianluigi Prestani at 36 years and 114 days. An ultimately successful season by Southport, or for Southport, started superbly and let them and set them up for what was to follow, and they owe everything to a fantastic start. I feel like the fantastic start that is good. So there's the season review. Up almost 1 million followers. We're almost breaking 2 million. A lot of the fans, though, are more in a fair weather portion because of our recent success, but we'll take it. Club expectations. So we have are required to just be competitive in the league and a top half finish and win a domestic cup in 2 years. Okay. And it just work within the payroll budget is the only thing required. There's a bunch of desired, but We've just had issues making the most of set pieces. So I'm going to accept that current vision. It looks fine to me. Let's see expectations. Top half finish. Okay. Top half. Okay. Champions League. I just want a good account of ourselves in the Champions League. And I think that's all I'm going to give them. Their morale is really high, so there's not really an issue there. Quality of depth outside the first team. I would say that flair, corner taking, I think is a priority for us. Long throws might be a priority in natural fitness. Depth and goal, we're going to be looking at that. More depth at left back. We're going to be making a lot of changes there. Yeah, he is going to be sold. And we have a very weak squad standard compared to the rest. Like, we have a good youth academy right now, or youth players that we've kind of bought and putting through everything. I feel pretty good with our youth standard. I almost said Ruth standard. It's early. So yeah, just bear with me. It's early. I mean, well, it was early. It's 9 at this point, and it just looks dark because it's cloudy outside. But I've been up early, so really early. So, Football Manager Degenerate, just getting some episodes, and I might just have all of next week's episodes pretty much done at this point. Like, I love Football Manager at this point. So let's see what we can get for the players that we sell, and we'll be back with that. All right, so we put in a bid for Stanislav Askarov. He has a release clause of 68 million, so we went ahead and bid that. Bayern Munich and Inter are both in the conversation. I'm gonna say that this is fine. Star player. He wants 8 million. After international appearances. Does he have international appearances? He will have them, so let's see if we can do it for 9.6. Okay. It's actually a pretty good bit. Now Rios is getting some attention. We're going to hope that we can get him in. I don't want to sell Rios. I want to maintain our starters up top. All right, to kind of update you on a couple of bids that we have. Well, Stanislav will be joining us. His work permit has went through. That is for 68 million and 9.62 in that. So that's that. And then from there, with that in mind, though, we're able to make up with that 68 million. So don't worry about this with Liam Patterson. I mean, he's not going to be anything for us. So just getting him out. Wages aren't crazy. He's going to be leaving at the end in the first place. So just get him out. We've had a couple of bids here. We've accepted all of them for Sane. So he's going to be out for about 500K. Kovacs has a couple of bids. Now, we've negotiated some of these bids that we're trying to get Lazio up, but 25 million for Daniel Kovacs, who isn't really going to grow any more at this point. It's a big one. So he's probably going to go to the Saudi League. So remember, that's 25 million for that. They want a low boss for Chico Blackwell. I'm asking for 50 million. However, we did have a bid from Liverpool over John Davison for 40 million. And that's about where his cost is at this point. It's went up because of the bid, but it was around 45 to 53 million. And I'm fine with this. I don't think he's going to get much better. We're not really playing him. We're bringing in a better player. So there's that. And I'm fine if Blackwell ends up being our substitute when we go long term into this. Big bid from Tommaso Giuliano for Crystal Palace. That is 27 million plus a 50% profit off next sale. So that could be a good one there. And then Nunez looking like we're going to get a good amount of stuff with him. Most of it is his wages plus an additional 3.6 million. So that's actually a good bit, and we want to get him out to get him some first team football. Jorgensen, we are asking for 50 million. Everyone's lowballing us, so we might send him out on loan for a year. The one for Castro, we're getting lowballed as well, so that might be another one where we put him on loan for another year, but it's not much he can actually grow, so we might take a reduced bit from that. So how does that counter that 68 million? Well, you have about 0.5 there. I just realized we've actually countered that. We have even more. Oh my god. What? So 68 here. That counters that. 27 million. That is literally the amount for Stanislav. Plus the 3 million here is over that. Oh my god. We have somehow did it. We have somehow did it where we still have 96 million to spend. Oh my, what are we going to spend this on? I'm going to give him the offer. 35. Okay, I will give him 35 million for that. So we do make money off that. When it comes to someone else, though, I'm looking at Griffiths. What I'm seeing here is if we can pull him in, we have our 2 wing backs for literally the foreseeable future. Let's see. I'll give you 90, and in installments, I will give you an extra 15 million. Ooh. So I've decided I'm going to make this bid. We're trying to make a Champions League run. I'm going to make the bid. All right, Benitez coming in. Not a lot on the wages. He wants to play as a backup. Be honest. We'll sign him as a backup wise, and we'll see if he ends up taking the role, because if he takes the role, then I mean, that could be a big one. This is the big negotiation. Oh, he wants to treat it as a stepping stone. Oh, okay, let's see if he'll take this. Oh, he will not. Okay, let's give it to him. He wants a stepping stone. I'll take it. I will take it. That is a big sale. All right, so we're back here. I'm going to accept this. I'm going to have to delay the other bid for the keeper, only because all of the sellings that we've done haven't actually went through yet. So what we're going to do is Stanislav is likely going to play on the left. He's strong left-footed. So let's... He's also a natural left foot. Is he actually good going up through pace? His crossing isn't bad. Ooh, inverted wing back. On defense. Let's do that. Inverted wing back on defense. And we're gonna have to delay this because we're still waiting for that to come in. We're gonna spend a lot of freaking money this transfer window. And when I mean a lot of money, I really mean a lot of freaking money. I think we'll be fine. We're definitely not putting the club in any financial harm. Hint, hint, wink, wink. It is the Champions League as well. And depending on how far we go in the Champions League could be a massive thing. So the Prem, Brentford, West Brom, and Fulham are the ones that are going to be promoted up. Now Davison is going to go out to Liverpool. So I am going to accept that. So Davison is out. That 40 million should cover the keeper, I think. Shake my head because I think 59 million. Okay, we can get Benitez in. Ask for confirmation. Let's bring that forward. And then Benitez is here. Okay. And that will be our starter. All right, here goes DeLong. He is going to move over to West Brom. We already have our replacement at this point. But he's out. He's wanted to leave for a while. We're going to bring in Bruno Alves off an end of contract, so we're just paying his salary. So that's going to help us off the bench a bit. So that's two good signings. Flip around. And then with that, we have the 103. Is that enough to actually get him in? No, we need 107. So we're still looking for another one to go through. I'll delay it again. We can delay it probably one more week. Okay, Giuliano, that's going to go through. That should give us the money. Nunez. This one has gone through 6 days. No, I got to delay that one more. Okay, with that in mind, we have the 133, so let's go over and get the Griffiths signing through. Ask for confirmation. And here it is. In comes John Griffiths to play fullback for us. Another massive signing. We spent even more for this signing, but this is a massive, massive star. 158 million. 158 million. That is big. So with that, John Griffiths will be on the right side. Let's look at his fullback on support. Okay, we'll take fullback on support for him. I mean, we're in the league table regardless, right? So the key is the knockout minimum. I'm actually fine with this. We'll do. All right, so I made a couple other signings because we need to close some gaps here. And we brought in Paulo Chapiu. Probably mispronouncing that massively. He was at Liverpool and then had a stint at Wolves before that in Birmingham City. We bring him in on a free, only paying him, well, not only paying him, paying about 8 million a year. I mean, this is good. We're going to start him as a Segundo Volante coming in, and we'll see exactly what he can do it. So that should be a good one. One other guy we brought in, Lawson Washburn from Man United, came in off an end of contract. Brought him in. He's going to be playing, if we need him, out on the back free position. So that's one thing that's going to help us here. For him, whoops. And then Bruno Alves, you kind of saw that from Nottingham Forest. For anyone that's been loaned out, a bunch of loans here, nothing crazy. I mean, you saw the Daniel Kovacs sale, but nothing else is like really big. Now, At the end of the day, though, over the last 2 years, we brought in over $500 million in players. And out, we've had 350 or so million out. So, yeah, there's a lot. The thing is, what's funny with this entire thing is the transfer debt is only 100K. Only 100 million. Despite how much we've spent, only 100 million. And this updated, and I knew this one was actually wrong. So it's in 11 months we're in our new stadium. The biggest thing, though, is with this roster, we have to win the league and have a good Champions League. Okay, Community Shield, it is time. But first, let's look at the Premier League for the season preview. We're slated to finish 12th. No respect. Absolutely no respect on our names. We're going to make them show respect here, because that hurts. Season tickets, obviously, we're playing in a smaller stadium. Nothing crazy there. Our sponsorship income is slowly rising. It's 37.5K. So we're 17th as we continue to claw our way up this. So, a lot. Well, look at Sunderland up here. 144. So that's going to be big one there. All right. So let's get into the Community Cup. It's going to be against Arsenal. Our objective for this one is to have a good account of ourselves. There is a little bit of silverware attached to this. I'd love to take it home to start our season off with a bang. So, Arsenal, their key man, they're playing a 4-4-2. Axel Ferreira has been a beast at this level. Scoring goals left and right. We're going to have to somehow bottle him up. It's going to be pretty difficult. But we brought in the men to do it. And we'll see if we can win this. Now, our subs, well, our actual players, Vrelia's on the left. Martin in the middle will be playing as an AP. Fafa will be on the right with Rios up top. Chip will be in the middle with Malik. So that's what our center will be to start out with. Askarov on the left. Robert and Austin in the middle. And then Griffiths will be on the right. Now, Griffiths does have good crossing. So I think this needs to be fullback. This should be fine. And Benitez will be in goal. And we're going to hope that he can grow a bit, because yeah, I'm loving his bit, but we gotta hope that this gets a little bit better in a couple spots. So let's do this. Submit the team. Let's go forward, do good things. I'm not sure what that inverted winger is going to be. Now remember, it doesn't change unless we have the ball. I think he will be inverted. So he might actually come up into this spot, and Chip moves up into Martin's spot, and we could actually have a bit of a 5-man pressure system against their back four. So we'll see. All right, let's encourage the boys. Here we go. Fafa. And there it is. Rios getting this started. Back post. Beating De Silva. Okay, we'll take that. We'll take that all day long, baby. Okay, here. Arsenal trying to answer back. Walters. Cross in. Ferreira. That is blocked. Walters, though, shot. And that is deflected by Benitez. We're looking for some good play from Benitez here. DeLon did a good job. We're looking for the 21-year-old goalkeeper to do even better of a job. Come on, how's Ferreira not offsides there? That's a good decision by Fafa. Just kick it out. Kick it out and reset it. Go near post again. Rios is going to be there. Again, Rios. This time it's going to be cleared. Borrelia Loses it out of possession, but he's going to fight for it. Praise the boys. I'm feeling good. Come on. Griffiths plays it up to Malik. To Martin. Good turn. Fafa. Back to Martin. That is a good one. There's Chip over to Martin. He wants to take a shot and he will, and he slices it in. Let's go, baby. Let's go. So Martin has a goal here. So does Rios off a header. I like what we're doing today. All right, corner Ferreira is going to place this in, going near post again. Malik will do a header. 31 minutes into this one. Ferreira shot in wide left. Wide left. It's interesting. All right. You're doing brilliantly. You can't ask for anything better. Let's bring this one home against Arsenal. Silva's going to take it out of the defense. Griffiths header. Fafa plays it to Chip out wide to Varelia. Good touch in here. He's going to take a shot, and it's high and wide. That's unfortunate. Going to the 60th minute here, approaching. A pretty even game. XG has been pretty good. We've just been more efficient and better with our shots. Austin, the wonder kid, 20 years old, playing as our starting center back. Griffiths, 21 years old, another young guy. We're trying to play it. Good pass. Varelia misses it. He misses that shot. All right, Martin here is going to lose that out of possession. Cristiano, and that's not Cristiano Ronaldo because we are 10 years past him actually retiring. Orel, near side, looking Walters. Pressing it on. Plays it in the middle, and that should have been one that was played. Haha is not going to beat Benitez. What a play by Benitez. Ferreira from the corner. Go near post. And we're going to head that out, but Ferreira still has a chance. Cristiano looking, wants to take a shot. It is only 2-0. So he wants to take a cross, and Martin takes it out. Playing pretty effective for us today. Let's make these subs. Stanisov is on a booking. Let's take him out and put in Statvik. Statvik will come in for that. Let's get Varelia out. Hasn't had a great day today. Let's get in Alves. Fafa doesn't have all of that. Let's go Martin up top. And Fafa, actually no, Martin can play over here. Let's go Bruno Alves up top like this, and let's bring in the middle. Let's bring in Enrique. Out wide. Bring in Pitchford in the middle. Our last one, let's go with Robert. He's having a little issues, and we'll bring in Washburn. Washburn, who's 6 foot, so that'll work. And let's do it like that. Actually, let's flip this around, to be honest. Nope. Actually, yes, maybe. Let's do this. Let's do that instead. All right, Griffiths with the throw in. Finds Enrique. Gonna do pass back. There we go. Malik does take possession of that. Austin. 2-0. Is out Griffiths. Let's turn it. Plays it back. Washburn. Come on. Ooh, good touch. Ooh. Oh, God. Let's get something here. Ah, it's there. Ooh, trying to go near post. Martin's on side there. Martin wants to take a shot. Ooh, it's tipped over by Da Silva. We are putting a lot of pressure on Arsenal right now to try to add a third goal. Going back post. We're not going to win that. But we still have a moment going on. Stop it going back post. And it's not there. Da Silva will pluck that out of the air. Let's praise. All right, 2. And there it is. We have taken the Community Shield against Arsenal. I think we have a really good team this year. I think we could win the league. I really think with this team, we could really win this league. Plucking some talent from Liverpool. We have another reserve guy we bring in, 34 years old from Liverpool. Like Benitez coming in, good young goalkeeper. And then we have the German talent out to the back left. Like, I feel like we have something here that we could actually win the league with. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. That's a big one. All right, for the Community Shield, we're going to take that back. A good account of ourselves. The board should be actually pretty happy about that. Like it. Like it. So that's going to be it for this episode. We start with Liverpool and Chelsea in the first 2 games. We will have that next episode. Good test because both of these are top of the table teams. They're expected to be vying for the top 5. So good test to start out the year. Then from there, maybe Carabao Cup and into everything else. Now, Champions League, we don't start until around here, November timeframe. So that's one thing we have to worry about. So it was a good one. So thanks for hanging out. Go and leave a like below, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Later.